What's up, guys? My name's Joey. I'm an insurance agent. I help people every day buy home insurance, car insurance, life insurance, business insurance, liability insurance, farm insurance, all different kinds of insurance. And today I just wanted to create a quick video sharing my philosophy as a risk advisor and an insurance agent and what I do for my clients. So I want to go through just the 3 key elements of how I perceive myself as a risk advisor and what I try to apply to my clients. And if you'd like to know what those 3 key elements are, stick around and you just might find out. One of the first things, the first key element that we do is we define the risks that they face every single day. So every time that you hop into your car and go out on the roads, you are facing the risk of getting into an accident. And as safe of a driver as you can be, you really have pretty little influence over how much of a risk you're at. Because you might only be responsible for yourself, but there are hundreds of other people, maybe thousands of other people passing you on the road every day, and you have to trust that those people are trying to be responsible as well. You have risk in just simply owning a home or renting an apartment by things that could happen to your stuff, things that could happen to your home, whether it's damage or fire or theft. There are risks lurking around every corner. You have risk of somebody getting hurt at your house. You have risk of somebody holding you liable for something that happened to them and they want to hold you responsible. The greatest risk of all, the 100% chance that you're going to pass away someday. And we really don't get to choose when and where and how we do that. So the first thing that we do, and the first key element of my job and the first key element of my philosophy, is defining the risks so that everyday people who don't study insurance in their free time can understand what it is that they're actually up against and the perils that they face. The second key element of my job, which I find probably the most important and the most enjoyable, is educating my clients on the insurance policies that we offer and that they need to have in order to protect them from that risk. See, your insurance policy, it's a financial instrument. It's a wall that you can build and put in between you and the risks that you face every day. That car insurance policy, that's a contract, a financial tool that you will use and put in place so that if something really bad happens, whether you're hit by somebody who doesn't have insurance or you hit somebody and they're severely injured, you have a financial tool, an insurance policy, an insurance contract with the right coverages in it, and you put that in place to protect you from that risk. Now, it's really hard to understand these insurance policies and they're not written in plain English, so it's an incredibly important part of my job to sit down and educate my clients on here's what this is doing, here's what it's for, here's why you should have it, especially with things like home insurance that can cover all sorts of different things. It's not just the house itself, it's covering your stuff inside, it's covering detached structures on your property, it's covering the expenses you're gonna have if your house burns down and you have to live somewhere else, and it provides you with liability among probably hundreds of other things that you could potentially insure along with your home insurance policy. In addition to key element number 2 with the education, that doesn't just happen once. It's really important for me and for the clients that I meet with that we do this periodically because things change in life. You move homes, you have kids, you trade in cars, you're in different scenarios as life goes on. It's extremely important to meet every so often. I like to do every 2 to 3 years for most people. Maybe some clients that have young families and are moving and changing and growing, we might want to meet once a year, or with business owners, got to meet with them once a year because that insurance policy premium could be changing, and it's a pretty important part of any business's budget is what they're paying for their insurance. In addition to just the education, it's continual education as well. You don't just sit down and do it once and then hope you pass the test, right? You study it, you learn it. And fortunately, if you have an insurance agent that does this with you or for you, you're not going to have to just remember it all at once and then hope you remember it the next time you have a claim. So number 2, again, it's educating clients, huge part of my philosophy and what I do. And again, it's probably something that I enjoy doing the most, is sitting down and saying, hey, I know that this can be confusing. It's not in plain English. There's a lot of stuff in here and we're going to go through it so that you understand it, and hopefully at the end of the day you feel good about it, that you have the right thing. Key element number 3 is applying and coaching clients into purchasing the correct coverage. If you know the risks you face and you know the types of policies that are there to protect you from those risks, that's not enough. You actually have to have the right coverage and the right policies in place. So one thing that kind of wraps all of it together is applying the right coverages, purchasing the right limits for your insurance, whether it's your home and encouraging clients to schedule that jewelry or schedule those firearms or schedule that really nice guitar or musical instrument on your home, or somebody that has a basement endorsement and they need that water backup and sump pump overflow endorsement. Again, if you know about these things, that's not enough to protect you from them. Purchasing the right liability limits for an auto insurance policy. You can't just go into an insurance company and say, give me the best insurance rate on an auto insurance policy. You need to know what it is that you have, and then you need to be advised into purchasing the right coverages. Same thing, especially with life insurance, with all of the different kinds of policies there are out there and the way that different companies present them and contract them and sell them. Again, it's really important that clients are advised into the right policies, the ones that fit their needs, whether it's the right amount that they need or the right amount of time, the term that they need, or the endorsements on it, like a child rider. Do they need those? Do they need the guaranteed insurability endorsement? There are so many different things that you can do. And again, just knowing about the risk you face and knowing the product that can help you face that risk is not enough. You have to have that purchased. You have to have that coverage in place, because you can't have a loss and then go back and say, I'd like to go back and add this coverage. Let's backdate it before the loss. It doesn't work that way. You can't do it. So it's extremely important for me, and at the end of the day, extremely important for my clients to know that I am advising them into the correct coverages, and they know that what they have is what's going to take care of them when the rubber meets the road. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you maybe learned something from it. Again, this is just my philosophy and my best practice recommendations to myself as an insurance advisor and a risk manager. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, give it a share. If you're watching it on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And stick around for more videos in the future as I continue to combine my passion for creating with my profession as an insurance agent. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you had a great week. Stick around for the next one, and we'll see you next time.